In this video, I'll go over the Sandbox editor. So from the dashboard, there's two things here that you can see the Sandbox editor link on the navigation and then also the Sandbox history. So the Sandbox history, this is going to be the last 5 Sandbox questions that you played with. So the Sandbox, just to clarify this or explain it a little bit better, it's basically a way that you can go ahead and create questions that are not part of the lesson plan. So you can play with the manipulatives, the special objects, or you can, you know, mess around with the actual application. So before anything goes inside the lesson plan, they go inside the sandbox. So by clicking on the sandbox editor, what's going to happen here is that you're going to open um, the editor application now. So just to be clear, when you come into this view, a question is actually not created until you hit the save button. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit message box, click on edit text and say this is a sandbox demo question to be created. I'm going to type that in there. I'm going to either hit the X box or I just hit escape. And when I hit escape, now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and hit save. So when I hit save, it'll tell you exactly where this is going to go. This will save the content to training, sandbox default as a new record. So when you hit save, now the question is saved. So I want to go back and I want to click on home. And if I click on home, now what's going to happen here is that the question I just created is here. But also if I go to the lesson plan, what's going to happen is if I go to training, I go to sandbox, I go to default, and from here at the bottom is going to be the latest one. So if you go to the bottom, this is where it is. And if you click on either this one over here will take you to the details, or if you click on the pencil, it'll take you to the editor. So I'm going to click on the pencil. I'm going to go right into the editor. And from here, I'm going to go ahead and open up the question again, right? So from here, let's just say I just want to grab an object and I want to put this in here. I make the question. I want to go ahead and hit save. So now when I hit save, and let's say this thing is ready to be moved into an actual lesson plan. So how to do that will be to, if you click over here, this will take you to the details, or you can click over here and get to the question details. Because in order to move a question from the sandbox into a lesson plan, you have to go do it from the details page. So click on details. And from here, there's a move to button. So if I take this and I move it into, let's say, operations and algebra, or that's a number line question, right? So let's see here. Was there a number line? Hello, number line. Okay. Anyways, over here, let's just say you want to move it to numbers 11 to 9. You would just go ahead and click on this. And so when I click on this, now this particular question is inside. You can see number and operations and base tens, chapter 5, lesson 1, and now it's a part of the lesson. So I'm going to click on here so you can see all the different questions. But what I want to do is I don't want to leave this here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it back into training, sandbox, and default. So in here, now it's back into the original location where we had it. So sandbox question is here at the bottom. So this is how to create a sandbox question, how to move a question from the sandbox into the lesson plan. And then if you don't want it in there, you can go ahead and move it back. So a few folders in here that we show for the sandbox. You're going to see default, you're going to see demo. Default is where the questions when you created that are going to be automatically saved here. Demos, what we're going to push out to you guys. So if we have something that we want to share with you, you would see it in demo. And these other folders over here, you can see that it's all 0. Operations and algebra, numbers and base 10, measurement and data geometry. We created these so this way, if you have a question you created and you want to sort it, let's say it's kind of ready to go but not ready to be in the lesson plan, you can sort it into these folders, you can move it in here, and so that way it'll be easier to find. So if you have any questions with the sandbox, or if you find any other folders you might need, go ahead and reach out to us and we can create them for you.